Hi guys, welcome to our group presentation video. In this video, we want to presentate our presentation, poster presentation. But first, I want to introduce our group member. There is me, Sifra, and there is Bulan and Kak Patricia.
Okay, before we all start, I want to show you all our poster. So this is our poster. So we have a topic for students that is future continuous tense.
Okay, in this time, I will tell you about meaning focused input. In meaning focused input, we give students activity that is watch short video. The short video is about future continuous tense. While students watch the short video, students also have to find the message or moral value from the video. We give this activity for students with grade 3rd grade or 12th grade in senior high school, grade level, intermediate level. Why we choose this level, that is intermediate level? Because students had had known about tenses, because in the previous, that is in junior high school, students also learned about tenses concept. Like simple present tense, simple continuous, past simple past tense, past continuous tense, perfect tense, and more. So basically, students in senior high school, they know about tenses concept because they also use this concept in writing and speaking. Even though there's still students feel difficult and have an error in it. For the activity, why we choose this activity? Because watch short video is appropriate for students, because students can learn and found the information about future continuous tense from the dialogue in the short video. And when students feel difficult when they watch the video, they can discuss it with her or his friend or ask his or her teacher, so the teacher will explain to students.
Language focused instruction. So according to Alice and Long, stated that language focused instruction can has the following effects, and one of them is to help learners to avoid fossilization. So that is why we provide some activities that can help students to notice the language focus, and after that we provide some activities that can help them to understand the language focus. So starting with the activities that can help them to notice the language focus. So there is two activity at here. The first activity is about asking them what kind of grammar structure or pattern that they have found from the video. So at here, the video is talking about future continuous tense. So they have to find some sentences from the video that refers to future continuous tense. For examples, like the conversation between the boss and his colleague. How much longer will you be typing that report? Well, I'll be typing until 5 o'clock, sir. So the teacher will expect some kind of answer from the students. And for the second activity is, if they have found it, the teacher will ask them to guess what kind of grammar structure based on the sentence that they have found from the video. So they have to make a guess what kind of grammar is that. So they have required to be notice what kind of language focus is that. Another activity is to help them to understand the concept of the language focus. So first of all, at here we focus on the features of the language focus for their spoken and written form, and their general meaning, the patterns that they fit into, or their correct use which show in the pattern it fits into. So we provide 4 activities at here, and mostly we focus how the teacher explain the following material. So for the first activity is teaching the pattern and further pattern of interrogative and negative form. So The teacher will explain the rules of the future continuous tense, and also the teacher also put some examples that refer to the video. So at here, there is a limitation on the effect of language focused instruction, where language focused instruction needs to be combined with the opportunity to use the same item in meaning focused use. And so we want students to connect between examples and the grammar rule that has given. Then the second activity is teaching the use of future continuous tense. So at here, the teacher also explaining the detail of how to use the future continuous tense based on the context. And for the third activity is about teaching students how to use or produce the future continuous tense in spoken way. It's because in the spoken form, we often contract the subject and will. For example, I will becomes I'll, and I will not becomes I won't. And the last activity, the teacher will give them the exercise about the future continuous tense that consists of patterns in the form of fill in the blank dialogue. So after they finished the exercises, they have to read it their answer in the contraction form. So at here we focus on the spoken and also the written form of the language focus.
Meaning focus output. Meaning focus speaking and writing for communicative purposes. The activities that we use to help the students practice producing expressions communicatively using the language focus or guided activities are asking them to make a group offer, and each member of the group gets a role and context. And then they have to discuss a dialogue using future continuous tense. At least there are 3 sentences using that tense, and the last they have to perform it in front of the class. Based on the activities that we make, learning through meaning-focused output, that is through speaking and writing, where the learner's attention is on conveying ideas and messages to another person. More advanced activities include role plays, problem-solving activities, reading activities, and spread information text. Learning outputs, when through encouragement or necessity, they have to produce spoken language in unfamiliar areas. These areas may be unfamiliar because the learners are more used to listening or reading than speaking, or are not accustomed to speaking certain kinds of discourse, or are now expected to produce a higher standard of spoken language in terms of accuracy, precision, coherence, and appropriateness. Push output extends speakers, and in doing so heightens their awareness of the importance of particular grammatical features in productive use of language. The conditions required for language development through speaking and writing include the opportunity to retrieve previously meant items, that is, not simply repeat them but recall for the forms needed to express meanings, and the chance to use items in ways that are new to the user. Next is fluency development practice. Receptive and productive use of familiar language to convey meaning and increase speed. The activities that we use to help the students use the language focus more fluently or with more freedom for creativity or with less guidance are still in the same group. They have to make mini drama with using the future continuous tense in the form of video, and at least there are 7 sentences using that tense. So the students can make a video with their creativity. Based on the activities that we make or that we use, developing fluent use of non-language items and features over the 4 skills of language are listening, speaking, reading, and writing, that is becoming fluent with what is already known. Nation 1989, Harvard, and Nation 1991 found that an activity that was designed to bring about an increase in fluency also resulted in a reduction of errors and an increase in grammatical complexity. As the is increased, with which learners make use of what they know, then they are able to give more attention to the quality of what they use. Development and fluency are related to developments in accuracy. Fluency is likely to develop if these conditions are met. First, the learners take part in activities where all the language's items are within their previous experience. This means that the learners work with largely familiar topics and types of discourse, making use of known vocabulary and structures. Second is the activity is meaning focused. The learner's interest is on the communication of a message and is subject to the real-time pressures and demands of normal meaning-focused communication. From Brafitt, 1984, page 56 until 57. And the last is there is support and encouragement for the learners to perform at a higher than normal level. This means that in an activity with a fluency development goal, learners should be speaking and comprehending faster, hesitating less, and using larger plain chunks than they do in their normal use of language. That's all of our video presentation. Thank you.